Yes, 2 days ago when we were at the Ohio Hip Hop Awards, you were talking about that you're a loyal person. Have you found that other people are not as loyal to you as you are to them, and how have you handled that?
I mean, basically, that's why let you know that I appreciate you following up. Meeting me 2 days ago, now it's 3 days later, and you're here at 9 a.m. with me. That shows loyalty. That shows that you wanted to follow up. A lot of people don't follow up in life. You have to follow up, but I'm loyal. That's all I know is loyalty and integrity. Yeah, some people aren't loyal to me, but you know what? Karma. So it is what it is. You can't teach loyalty.
I agree.
You can't teach it. It's got to be inside you.
So if we were to maybe tell the kids how to deal with that as they're growing up, because we work with nonprofit organizations, so we're trying to get the kids out here, work on their craft. We're going to have them do a magazine and pretty much like interview people, everything that we do here. Like if you were going to do it for you, what would you tell them? Like you were talking about running in the bricks, you were talking about never giving up, but beyond that, when you're at home and people are saying never giving up, like what were you doing what were you telling yourself to help yourself to never give up? You can't just say never give up, you have to put that into action.
Just action speaks louder than words. I was going taking action. I was praying to God, and I was just getting up, going to do it. It's like this. A lot of people, because I hate racism, everyone says, Bush, the worst president, right? But you don't want to go out and vote.
Yeah,
you want to sit on the couch, smoke weed, drink liquor, play PlayStation, but disrespect President Bush. But why don't you get off your ass and vote? So we went out and got people to get off their ass to vote, but we had to use the music industry and the rappers to get people to go and register to vote, the young kids. So that's what it is. It's about getting up off your ass and going to get it done. Life is not easy. Nothing's given to nobody. Everything goes up, must come down. Hard work pays off. So that's the answer. Get up and go. If you're not motivated and you're not hungry and you're not inspired, then you're just going to be a bum. Exactly. And don't bitch and moan and complain to nobody. Why you don't got this and why don't you got that?
I'm
sorry for cursing.
No, you can.
There's so much stuff in the book. I don't want to give away the book, but the book is The Coach Lasts Longer Than the Player, and the book will come out soon. I'm going to educate you about the music industry, about being a manager, being successful, and then real life stuff. I didn't want to talk about music stuff in here. I'm talking about real life stuff. Bullying, respect, teen pregnancy, racism, real life stuff. You're in Columbus, Ohio, the Midwest. I'm traveling the world. I'm looking at houses right now boarded up. You want to get out of this city and make it, but never forget where you come from. The only way you're going to do that is working hard. That's it. My motto is we working. We working. That's all we do is work. I'm successful. I'm still working. I'm here working right now.
Yes, I agree.
So who are you to sit home and not want to work?
So how did the nonprofit side of what you do, is that close to your heart? How did you get into that?
Everything comes to me. I always want to do stuff, but sometimes I'm so busy, so people bring stuff to me, and then I have to trust the person or get down with the person and know the person. Excuse me. So a dear friend of mine, which is a crazy story, an ex-girlfriend's brother brought it to me and didn't even know I was dating his sister for 5 years. I was in love with her. And we have this nonprofit organization called the Pathfinder, and we bridge education and sports. And our first big event is Thanksgiving weekend in New York. I got a lot of ex-NBA players involved, and we're doing scholarships and people who have the best, high level in high school. And, we have people sponsoring it, endorsing it, and we're going to start there in New York, in Brooklyn. And I'm going to speak, and we're just going to have basketball games, and it's just about giving back. I have my own radio show every Wednesday night for independent artists. You can call and listen, live with Lobel. I got the book coming out. I'm doing motivational speaking. We work in showcases and conferences for independent artists. I'm just trying to make things happen. Everything ain't about money. Money comes and goes. History stays.
I agree. I have one last question because you said something that kind of touched me. As I tweeted you, I said, I love your brand. I love how it works.
Yeah, I saw that. Thank you.
You're welcome. And when you were in there, you told them that you didn't know what your dream was at first, and that you had to find it. And when you said that to me, a lot of things have been happening to me that necessarily weren't my chosen career because I'm an RN. And I was thinking lately, maybe I have found my dream. How were you able to still work towards something, maybe not knowing what your dream was, but actually take all your creativity and push it to one thing to make a dream happen?
Great question. Dreams do come true. I dreamed about one day that I wanted a house in a gated community near horses. My dream came true. I used to go to day camp And my mom used to send me to day camp. I never went to day camp. I would go next door to the stables where the horses are at, because I loved horses. But I come from a suburban area where you can't even play in the street because buses are going in cars. And I used to clean the shit out of the horse stable. And I was infatuated with the big houses. And then worked hard, and now I have a house, gated community, near horses. Looks like where I was going. So dreams come true, but I didn't really know what I want to do. I just knew that my dad told me, you want that BMX bicycle, you want a car, go work. So I just figured out ways to make money legally, shoveling snow. We come from the Midwest and the East Coast where it snows, shovel snow, you make money. Rake leaves, make money. Mow the grass. You know, some places they don't have grass, some places they don't have snow and rain and leaves. And I was bussing tables, and I was waiting tables, and I was delivering newspapers, and I was carrying groceries. I had no shame. I wanted to make money, so I was stashing money to buy my bicycle, to buy my car, to buy things that I wanted. My dad worked 4 jobs. I wasn't a silver spoon. So I just kept working. I didn't know what I wanted to do. And I kept it real in there. I didn't go to school because the sugar rushed. 8 in the morning, I'm drinking Sunkist, orange soda, and Snickers. And this was like God took me on that path to where I wanted to become. And then I took advantage of opportunities in a good way, not a bad way. And I just kept going and going and going, and it's like meeting this person. It's not what you know, it's who you know in life.
Well, I appreciate you taking the time out to do this interview with us. Like I said, this is for our nonprofit organization, and I think they'll really appreciate it.
I appreciate you. Anybody trying to get at me, I'm at Steve Lobel on Facebook, on Twitter. My company's Adidas Entertainment. Other companies we work in. And remember this, patience and sacrifice equals success. Everything happens for a reason. God is on my team. Who's on your team? Okay.
So you have this we could just bring them on in. You got this
perfect.
artist that you want to
No, it's not artists. This is we working.
Okay.
Loyalty. We talk about integrity, respect, by Steve Lobel. This is one of my companies.
Okay.
And we're building, we're doing showcases, and we're doing showcases and conferences for independent artists. So it's we working. This is Josh Fisher. There's always a team behind everything. Together, everybody achieves more. He runs my company. He's from Youngstown, Ohio, right here in Ohio, and he got out of here. And smart kid, and he has dreams that he wants to fulfill. And that's it. And he has an artist out here from Youngstown called J Mel, which I want you to interview right now.
Okay.
He won at the Ohio Hip Hop Awards last night, so everybody knows that. Best live performance. So, and that's it, he just performed here. So we're at South High in Columbus, Ohio. We just spoke to the kids. We're going to bring J Mel in. All right? I appreciate you, okay?
J Mel, let's go.
Thank you.
J-Mel.
Hello.
All right,
I seen you
J-Mel, get in there.
perform. I was there also. How did that feel?
Good.
I've been asking everybody all weekend, how does it feel for your hometown to represent you how they did?
It was. I grinded really hard for that award, and
It paid off.
yeah, it felt good.
It felt good. That's great. So what's next for you? You're over here with Steve Lobel. You must be great. You know, you got one of the legends in your corner.
Steve is definitely in my corner, and yeah, he's definitely a good person to have in the corner.
That's great.
Yeah. So the next thing in the future is just shoot more videos, putting out better music than what I'm putting out now, and just connect
So
with
you're
the
gonna
kids.
grow, you're gonna expand. Okay, how did it feel to be in there with the kids to, do that type of crowd? It wasn't grown-ups, it wasn't adults. You had to really pull them in.
Yeah.
Do you face that when you do other performances? Having to lead the crowd into what you're doing?
But I mean, anytime you go into a situation where people don't know who you are, it's kind of like you gotta prove yourself, but proving yourself to kids that's something I enjoy doing. I love performing for kids and connect with them.
Okay, so before we let you go, why don't you give us a sample of how you would describe your music? So for those who didn't know, who didn't get to see you here, who weren't privileged to witness you at the Ohio Hip Hop Awards.
So Hip Hop Awards, I won Best Live Performance. So I enjoy to be energetic and excited about what I'm doing. But like high energy and just real music. I don't talk about the stuff that 2 Chainz is talking about because that's not what I live.
Right.
But just good times and promoting good lifestyles.
All right. Well, since we're talking about promoting, why don't you tell us where we can find you?
So jmel.com, twitter.com/jmelmusic, facebook.com/jmelmusic, myspace.com/jmelmusic,
J-Mel Music, everything.
jmel.com, jaymel.com, then Instagram at jmel.com.
That's what's up. Well, we appreciate you. This is Genesis. This is J-Mel. You're going to see him in the future, obviously. He's got a legend behind him. Congratulations on all your success and your success to come.
Thank you very much. Thank you.